Okay, so I can break it down position by position so you know roughly where it is. I spoke to somebody, I think it was this couple here, gave them a bit of a hard time actually, because I've had somebody working with them for a few years now, but you know, this is all relative, right? Like, depends, yeah, everybody's different. What you're going to offer might be different to the person sitting right next to you. What your VA will want to, you know, receive for their work will be different as well. I'm a little closer to the Filipinos, obviously, but I know the way that they react to these kind of salaries, and they genuinely really treat them very, very seriously. And the other thing is online, when you go through like stuff like Elance and Odesk and places like that, and I think one of you guys pointed out, brilliant point, these are not the guys that are necessarily building businesses. These are guys that just want stuff done, you know? But when you talk about a full-time business owner that's wanting to really build something, that's a little bit more different. You need to get a team in place for that to happen. So general virtual assistants, I always suggest, should start at around about the $500 mark.
US?
US, per month.
Is that about 20,000?
It's around about 20,000 peso, yeah, something along that. It's roughly 4,000 peso to 100 US. Give or take a few peso.
What sort of a year's experience is that?
I'd say 1.5 years minimum, going up, depending.
Yep.
You know, something along those lines. I mean, I know some people that have hired project management kind of level general VAs, or they've got maybe 3 or 4 years experience, and they're paying them upward of $1,000. But again, it's relevant. That might be a lot of money for you, for that person in that position. But for somebody else, they might think, oh, it's $1,000, screw it, I'll just pay it. I mean, literally, that's sometimes the way it happens. So that's your general VA. Web developers can go from anything from $600 for a kind of low-level WordPress guy that can maybe play around with themes and do a little bit of, you know, PHP coding every now and then, right up to, I've seen people getting paid $1,700, $1,800 a month for very high-end stuff. SEO kind of guys, which are now going more along the lines of more content marketing, internet marketing people, they will probably look at around about $600 to start, going upwards to maybe, we just hired a virtual staff finder VA to work for one of our clients in location 63, and he's got 3 years experience and he's starting on 1,200 US. So it just shows you. Again, it's all relevant. It's all a personal preference thing. Content writers are around the 500 mark, like general VAs. Video guys tend to be a little bit more because they're slightly more in demand. There's not so many people out there. So around 750 as a start. But these guys, if they're good, these guys have got 6, 7 years of TV work behind them. So they're well worth that kind of money, I can tell you that right now. Yeah, the mobile app guys, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, in the Philippines, if you genuinely wanted to work with a Filipino, you know, mobile app guy, you'd have to spend well over $1,000, I think, because it's just too far in demand. I hope that gives you some ideas.
Yeah, that's rock solid.
Thanks for the question.